Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. It's been a while since viewers have seen TJ on General Hospital, but portrayer Tajh Bellow took to Instagram to celebrate the successes of 2024. What a year we had, he declared, tagging the soap's official account. Playing Dr. TJ Ashford has been a groundbreaking experience for my career. Pouring into TJ as he poured into me has been illuminating in many regards. Bellow took over the role of TJ Ashford back in November 2018 and has played some dramatic storylines over the course of his run. But none more powerful than TJ and Molly grieving the loss of the baby that Christina was carrying for them and the couple's subsequent split. The actor also used his post to express his gratitude for the kudos he has received for his performances in the soap press. I want to acknowledge and thank these great sources that have credited me with honorable placement amongst my peers over the course of 2024, Bellow wrote. Grieving such immense loss took everything in me, and I'm blessed that my work resonated with you all. Bellow was nominated for Outstanding Younger Performer at the 2021 Daytime Emmy Awards, and given his performances during this emotional storyline, he could very well find himself in the running again this year. Unfortunately for fans, TJ hasn't been seen on screen since December 2024, and the actor didn't reveal anything about the future. I know a lot of my fans are wondering what's next for TJ, he said, but before I speak to that, I wanted to celebrate all that we've accomplished together. I'm excited for this year's Emmy Awards. Although many fans commented on his post reacting as though this was his goodbye to GH, Bellow didn't actually say anything of the sort. Hopefully, we'll see him on screen as TJ in Port Charles again before we see him at the 2025 Daytime Emmy Awards, so stay tuned. And as soon as Bellow does say anything about TJ's future, we'll be sure to let you know. Love GH. Be sure to join our We Love General Hospital Facebook group to chat about all the latest storylines and juicy gossip. TJ has been on General Hospital for years, but it's totally understandable if fans aren't aware of this full history in Port Charles. The character first appeared in January of 2012, played by Chris Meyer, but by August, the role had been recast with Everybody Hates Chris actor Tequan Richmond. But when he eventually went on recurring status with the soap, TJ's appearances became less and less frequent, and in November 2018, the role was recast once again with Tajh Bellow stepping into TJ's shoes. TJ Ashford traveled to Port Charles from Baltimore, MD, to live with Sean Butler when his mother, Jordan Ashford, couldn't handle raising him anymore. Sean was reluctant to take him in but felt guilty because he is the son of one of his military buddies whose death he was partly responsible for. TJ enrolled in Port Charles High and befriended Molly Lansing, who tutored him when she realized he had trouble reading. After TJ was arrested for stealing a car, Molly's mother, Alexis Davis, got the charges dropped, and Sean hoped Molly would be a good influence on the teen. But instead, TJ turned out to be a bad influence on Molly, throwing a raging party that ended with the house destroyed and Molly passed out with alcohol poisoning. Alexis forbade them from seeing each other, so they had to do it on the down low, but eventually, JT and Molly convinced her to let them date. Although Molly insisted they were just friends, TJ was jealous of her relationship with Rev Kovich and punched him when she admitted they shared a kiss. Molly dumped TJ, who began dating Taylor Dubois. After they slept together, TJ regretted his choice and managed to convince Molly to take him back. The couple also decided that they were ready to have sex for the first time. TJ was drawn into Sean's job in organized crime when he was taken hostage by Carlos Rivera and also witnessed Morgan Corinthos accidentally shooting Max Giambetti. Sean called Jordan to get her son, but TJ refused to leave Port Charles, so Jordan opted to stay with him in Port Charles. TJ was shocked when his mother was arrested for drug trafficking and urged Rafe to stop using. When Rafe was killed in a car accident, TJ comforted Molly. Things took a turn when Jordan and Sean confessed to TJ that Sean actually killed his father, Tommy, in self-defense when he discovered they were having an affair. Things got more complicated when Jordan ended up arresting Sean and revealed that she was actually an undercover cop the whole time. And worse, Chi found out that Sean was actually his real biological father shortly before the guy was shipped off to prison. Following that series of explosive revelations, TJ and Jordan's relationship was obviously strained, but over time they have gotten back to normal. He even approved of her decision to marry Curtis. TJ continued dating Molly and started medical school. Unfortunately, when TJ worked up the nerve to propose to Molly, he was crushed when she turned him down. He disappeared and Jordan received a text saying he needed some time alone. But it was soon revealed that the evil Cyrus Renault had him abducted and beaten to force Jordan into getting him out of prison. After his release, TJ recovered and returned to work at the hospital, though annoyed when Cyrus took over. Molly also agreed to a commitment ceremony, if not real wedding. TJ also befriended Brando Corbin, not realizing that while he was abducted, Molly thought he'd left her and slept with the mechanic. Eventually, a guilt-ridden Molly came clean, and as upset as TJ was about her betrayal, he was also angry at his mother for helping push Molly away from him. He lashed out at his mom, but accepted Molly's apology and agreed to take things one day at a time. After Molly planned a romantic Valentine's Day, the couple legalized their domestic partnership. Stella was upset to learn TJ had been visiting Sean, who was eventually released from prison after his case was reconsidered. TJ treated a mystery patient at the hospital who turned out to be his uncle, Marshall Ashford. Although TJ was disappointed, he wished his father well when Sean decided to relocate to San Francisco. Beginning work as a doctor at General Hospital, TJ was shaken when he lost his first patient. He also traveled to Brooklyn with Molly searching for Marshall after he'd taken off suddenly and helped to bring him back to Port Charles. When Willow Tate was diagnosed with leukemia, she begged TJ not to tell Michael Corinthos, and he reluctantly agreed. However, things got complicated when Nina Reeves saw Willow and TJ in a close moment and jumped to the wrong conclusion. Eventually, Michael caught TJ comforting Willow after she learned her cancer had moved to stage 4, and she finally confessed the truth. After celebrating their anniversary, TJ was surprised to hear that Molly had taken a pregnancy test, and disappointed to learn it was negative. He knew she had a 5-year plan for their relationship before they started a family, but was happy to hear Molly admit that she also wanted to have a baby. Unfortunately, the couple soon learned that Molly was suffering from endometriosis and would likely be unable to carry a child to term. After processing the news, TJ and Molly began looking into surrogacy and began interviewing candidates. They were elated when their pick, Andrea, announced she was pregnant. TJ recognized Mason as one of the men who had kidnapped him back in 2020, and when he caught Dr. Austin Gatlin Holtz smothering the guy, he stopped him. TJ and Molly were heartbroken when Andrea reported she had miscarried, and while Molly was eager to find another surrogate, TJ was reluctant to go through it again so soon. Although they had initially wanted their surrogate to be a stranger, they eventually accepted Christina Davis' offer to carry their child. TJ was wary of using Molly's sister, but they went ahead, and Christina became pregnant at the start of 2024. TJ became concerned about Christina's behavior towards the baby and worried about her connection with Sonny being dangerous. Molly and TJ had a big fight about Christina, but after finally getting everything out on the table, were on the same page again. Things got tense again after Christina did an interview with Blaze and basically let everyone believe the baby she was carrying was theirs. They wanted Christina to sign legal documents giving up her rights to the baby, which only made things worse. But then, Christina had a tragic fall and lost the baby, leaving everyone involved heartbroken. TJ and Molly decided to name their baby Irene Marie to honor his grandmother. He watched as Molly and Christina fought over whose baby it had been and felt like he was grieving on his own. Eventually, TJ and Molly decided to go their separate ways. Stay tuned to GH to see how TJ's story continues.